The exercise is asking, is 418 a multiple of 6? Now, you may want to pause the video and have a go at this yourself. I'm now going to move on to the step-by-step solution. What you need to do is to write the 418 down, and then you're going to divide by 6. And you're going to ask whether 6 goes into 4, which it doesn't. So then you ask whether the 6 goes into the bigger number of 41, and it does. It goes 6 times. Now 6 times 6 is 36, so you put the 36 below the 41, and now you subtract the 36 from the 41, and you get 5. You now turn your attention to the 8, which I've highlighted in red, and that 8 is brought down and put next to the 5. Now you ask whether 6 goes into 58, and in fact it does. It goes 9 times. Now 6 times 9 is 54. So the 54 is put below the 58, and you now subtract the 54 from the 58 to get the result of 4. Now 6 doesn't go into 4, so we know the 4 is the remainder. But what we can also work out is that the 69 is followed by a fractional bit, because this 4 goes on top of the 6, as you can see here, to give 4/6. So the result is 69 and 4/6. Of course, we can write the 69 and 4/6 down as shown here, 69 and 2/3, because I was able to cancel the top and bottom of the fraction by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, we also can write down 69 and 2/3 in a decimal fraction, which is shown here. And if you look, I've curtailed this at 7, because, in fact, this is the 3 decimal places, and the result is actually 0.666666 recurring. But this just abbreviates it. But the key is we can see we have a remainder. Now that's important. The fact that this is a remainder tells us that 418 is not a multiple of 6. But we can also look here and see that this is not a whole number. So we have 2 ways of deciding whether 418 is a multiple of 6. So when we ask this question here, is 418 a multiple of 6? Then the result is no. It's not a multiple of 6, because we don't have a whole number and we do have a remainder. And both of those tell us that we do not have a multiple in this case. Of course, you may not like using long division, so if you're allowed to use a calculator, what you can do is you can see here I've typed in 418 divided by 6, and it gives us this result here, which is 69.6666 all the way up, and it's curtailed at 7, because it could carry on with all of those 6s because it is recurring. But the key here is, if you look at this, it's clearly not a whole number. Also, if you look at this bit, by implication, this tells us there must have been a remainder, because you have a decimal fraction here. So 418 is not a multiple of 6 for 2 reasons. This tells us we have a remainder, and the whole thing is clearly not a whole number.